Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Georgia's offense will have the ball first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn...
Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Trying the left side. And they pick up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll try the left side. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. On the run, it's Robinson. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Got him downfield. Looking for more room. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lewis. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. They'll try the right side. Can't get him to the ground. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, they're after him. Wide open downfield. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Bama. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quarterback may change this route. To the air. It's Stockton. Going over the top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quick release by the QB.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Back to throw, it's Russell. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th. Emma will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets it away from his own end zone. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance isn't good. Then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the give off the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Looking for room at the 30. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Georgia going back to work with another first down. They'll give it to him again. Runs through a tackle. just ran him over. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go to the ground. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. To the air, it's Stockton. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hale. In a competitive conference, I can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all the stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Powers through the defender.
Really good job by the defense, taking away the inside, making him bounce. The only thing that could have been better about this run is if the running back would have actually been man enough to stay in bounds and take the hit. We would have loved that. Come on, man, stay in bounds.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Let's talk about Alabama. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown tie! Fitted in the window for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll try the left side. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Using his legs, it's Montgomery. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He's got it again. Got the 1st down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David. Maybe pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Adams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Finds a spot in the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Lewis. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's White. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Gets it out quickly. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Off and running. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They want to run it left here. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Hale. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Georgia, 21.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Trying to get the corner on the jet sweep.
Man, I love when defenses have a plan and they know what they're going to get. They see the jet sweep. They're not caught off guard. Nice job setting the edge, rallying, running to the football, and getting the guy on the ground.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Let's it fly. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It's good. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. He's looking to throw. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They'll try to move on from that first down play. Second and goal from the 12. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it, threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Let's go! Let's go! Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football now.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The option look. He'll pitch it. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Got his man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead.
And all the hard work and commitment pays off, getting their first win of the season. Really impressed how they came out. After starting the season 0-2, they knew this was going to be a physical game, and they came ready to go on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. A dart from 24 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Finds us back in the middle. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On the run, still looking. Creates a little room. Turning on the Jets. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. Georgia going up tempo. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.